So this should be fun. Look like our boy Sam has been scarfing down a little too much of that green eggs and ham because the stuff he said in his response video to me is borderline retarded. Here comes the entertainment in five, four, three, two.
So Dr. Trey 81, I think that's his number. He fucking attached his name. I don't know. He made a response to me, and it was interesting. So let me just get into this. First off, you said that it was superior because of what the developers might do with the Wii U tablet. Well, you got to remember that Nintendo says they're going to completely revamp what the Wii U is from what we saw at E3.
Wait, what? What? Nintendo never said that. No, they just said the system is subject to change. They didn't say anything about revamping anything regarding the Wii U. Fail.
Based off the current versions, I cannot agree with you. Simply because you don't know how you don't know how the tablet's going to work. You don't know if it's going to be, technically good enough to even, perform the detective mode in Batman Arkham City. We don't have no idea how the tablet's going to work.
Wait, hold on. So let me get this straight. So they've already shown the ability to run the entire game on the controller. That's the advertisement point. Not only is that an advertisement point, it's something they've already shown. Developers are already doing it, but you don't think they can run the detective mode on the controller? Really? Really?
We've seen concept art, but we haven't actually seen it in action. For example...
Wait, what? Really, Sam? You haven't seen it in action? We've only seen concept art? So I guess both of the games that they showed running on Wii U hardware from Ubisoft were just a figment of my imagination. Come on, son, you can do better than that.
For example, one of the major problems I see with the tablet already is the controls. Just like this system here, it has the circle pad. And the circle pad would be horrible for consoles. But you never know, because Nintendo is going to relaunch or re-announce the Wii U, so it might be completely different than what they've shown us. But based off what current products that we've seen, the Wii U is going to have circle pads. And the circle pads do not compare to either of the two consoles' analog sticks even closely. It's horrible. The circle pad is absolute trash.
Wait, what? The circle pad is absolute trash? Seems to work fine on the 3DS. You're reaching there, bruh. You're reaching.
I mean, even driving in Mario Kart 7, I'd say it'd be easier with the D-pad.
Oh my god. I don't even need to comment on that.
I mean, I loved Mario Kart DS, but I liked it a lot better with that big giant D-pad on the original DS than the circle pad on my 3DS. It's a lot harder to control.
So you like Giant D? Had to get you there.
And I could see it doing wonders for games like Madden, where I don't have to, if I'm playing split screen or, two-player, I can actually use a tablet to see what plays I could choose, and my friend next to me. But that's like the only game I can see that even being a real benefit in. For example, it could ruin games, just like the 3DS has ruined fighting games. I mean, fighting games on the platform are absolute trash. For example, in Street Fighter, you can actually map combos to the second screen, which has made infinites and combo spamming just terrible. Terrible, terrible, terrible. So, if I can just combo spam in fighting games on the Wii U, it'll be irrelevant as a fighting game platform. And
Wait, hold up. Aren't you the same dude? I think that's you. Yeah, that is you. Aren't you the same dude that said that Street Fighter 4 was playable on the iPhone? Did you not say that? I think that you did. And last time I checked, the iPhone had no buttons, nothing but a touchscreen. But yeah, the iPhone version of Street Fighter 4 is totally competent, but the 3DS version is not because it uses a touchscreen. Dude, you fail. Have a seat.
It could actually make games worse if developers don't implement it right. If you don't remember, this is the same thing that happened with the PS3 when it first came out. Every game used 6-axis, and it was horrible. Horrible.
The reason why 6-axis was so terrible on PS3 launch games is because 6-axis itself was shoehorned in late in development time, right after Sony found out the Wii was going to have motion controls. The reason why it sucked is because it was shoehorned last minute.
So what the Wii U will probably be is have a few gimmicky features added onto the tablet for certain multi-plat games, but it won't be as advanced and intricate as you would assume. We thought this with the Wii, that the Wii versions of the games would be so much better and so much different, but it turns out that they were all half-assed ports with gimmicks thrown onto them. Don't get me wrong, it could be excellent, but it could just ruin your version of the game. So don't jump to guns. You have launch goggles on. What launch goggles means is that you think a system is great just because it's new or it's coming out. That's what launch goggles mean. I mean, look at the Xbox 360. Everyone thought Perfect Dark Zero and Cameo were great games.
Wait, what? Everybody thought Perfect Dark Zero was a great game? Wow. Are you serious, or do you just have amnesia? Not only was Perfect Dark Zero universally panned, but back in 2005 was one of the most traded in games, if not the most traded in game, to GameStop. In fact, a lot of their trade-in lists that they had in the beginning of the generation, if you look in the fine print, it always excluded Perfect Dark Zero because nobody wanted that game. Nobody wanted that game. In fact, it's pretty funny when some people were complaining to Microsoft about the early 360 system scratching their game discs. Guess what game that Microsoft sent to them as a replacement, no matter what game it was? Perfect Dark Zero. Nobody wanted that game, dude. Stop it.
Now that it's been years since then, we can look back and see obviously that wasn't the case. And some people actually thought the PS3 had a good launch, but if we look back now, it's considered one of the worst launches of all time. Launch goggles means that you are so pumped and hyped about a system that you can't see the negative aspects of it. So wait for it to come out, wait a couple months after, and then you'll have a more accurate description of what the system's really about. And to address your last point there, it's kind of sad that Angry Birds Space is harder and longer than the newest Mario game. Samuel out.
Did this nigga just compare Angry Birds to Mario and then have a smirk on his face like he was actually saying something? All I gotta say to that is have a seat.